welcome to my humble homestead. I am going to do some really simple batch cooking for some more freezer meals. I am super excited to not have to go out in the cold and drive myself into Fargo and get groceries. I actually have these frozen organic vegetables that I picked up at Aldi. So it's going to show you how you can make some super quick and easy meals. And what I like to do is to batch cook when I'm cooking and then freeze some of them for a later time. So what I did was I took one of my whole chickens and I had made it in the slow cooker. I'm going to do this super easy fried rice, and I'm going to do some chicken broccoli casserole. And if I have some time, I'm going to do a beef pot pie with some of the ground beef that I can, but you can certainly brown yours up. I had some for the fried eggs. I'm going to use some of my hard-boiled ones in the fried rice. Why not? I'm going to use what I have. What I did was I made up 2 Instapots full of rice. I made one of brown rice. I made a half of jasmine rice. I thought it would be good to kind of mix it. So super easy. We're going to put these together and then I'm going to freeze them up. Maybe have a little bowl of this for dinner because I'm I'm super excited about this fried rice. So I hope this bowl is big enough, you guys. If not, I'll have to just divide it up. So I'm going to take a bunch of this chicken that I just kind of shredded up. There we go. And I got the egg. And then I'm going to save the rest for my casserole. Now, I really garlicked up my rice really well. I did. I put lots of garlic. I put turmeric. I put just a bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a good half a cup of sesame oil in here. I'm just going to drizzle that over the top. Mix it up a little bit. To that, I'm just going to use a little bit of the ginger that I had in the freezer. I'm going to use a little bit of ginger root powder in there. Just to add a little more ginger flavor to my fried rice. Then I'm going to mix it up. Smells really good. That sesame oil. I'm going to chop up the rice. So I want to get this mixed up before I add the vegetables. The recipe calls for soy sauce. For my health and just, hormone imbalance stuff that I dealt with, I don't like to use soy products. So I like to use coconut aminos. You can, in the stores, you can get Bragg's, which works fine. I like this kind on Amazon. It has a little bit of a sweeter flavor, but there's no soy in it. And this is the one that I just like. I can link it below. And I'm going to put, it says 2 cups. I thought it was going to be a good cup. I figured I would have did a cup. So I'm going to start with a cup here. No, I guess I'm going to do 2 cups because that's a lot of rice. And you can get these in the gallon. This is a little bit more expensive, but honestly, for my health, it's just worth it. And that's why I do all this. And this makes a lot. This will make a lot. Mix it up. And now I think I'm going to start adding some of the vegetables. So like I said, I just have some organic mixed vegetables. And I got an organic stir-fry vegetable mix too. And then these are just literally the mixed vegetables. And that is it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in some different freezer dishes. So yeah, this, you guys, looks so easy and so amazing. I'm going to add another thing of vegetables in here. I actually took out some corn and peas too, because I needed these vegetables, the other ones that I had for my pot pie, and I thought if I wanted more vegetables, I can just add some corn and peas, because that's what I had. So, okay, let's throw it out here too. If y'all are keto, because I know here, I'm going to do the keto version, you can use cauliflower rice in here. And use different vegetables that don't have the corn and the peas in them. There you go. Make it keto friendly, everybody. So there you have it. The other one that I'm going to do is going to be super keto. And the breakfast sandwich that I'm going to do, I am going to do it with English muffins, but I did find some keto tortillas and low carb tortillas. All right, so this is looking pretty good, everybody. What do you think? And it smells really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to use these ones here. I can pull the air out. So I'm going to fill these up and then I'll just label them and freeze. This is going to be a chicken and broccoli casserole, okay? I have to get the cheese. So what I did was, normally what the recipe calls for is it calls for a layer of potatoes. Okay, so bottom layer of potatoes. I put some coconut oil on the bottom just for, but then because I have so much zucchini over there, I decided I'm gonna also use some zucchini because what's not better than more vegetables, right? Right. Also, now to make this as keto friendly for all of my friends who also just emptied out their gardens and who don't want to use potatoes, we have all this butternut squash and all the different kinds of squash. Instead of using your potatoes, you can use your squashes, your different squashes or your different vegetables and just skip out the potatoes. All right, there you go. There's your low carb. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to put a layer of chicken. I don't have a, oh, I forgot. Sorry. Layer of onions. So just a light layer of onions. There we go. The layer of chicken. Okay, so we got that. Then I think we do broccoli. Let me look at my recipe here. All right, so we are going to do some broccoli. Same thing, organic, frozen from Aldi. Just because that's another thing, my broccoli and it started growing. It just never went into a full, I don't know what happened, but there's always next year and we just figure out what works. And if you guys aren't gardening, here's an option for you. I think this would be so good with the cheese. So I'm going to put some cheese over it. Some cheese. See how this one is really easy to convert to keto friendly, you guys. Just take out the potatoes and add some more veggies or squash, okay? So that works out really well. I try to make it adaptable for everybody. I'm really going to have to cover these really good when I freeze them. I think this one in the glass bowl, I might just put in the fridge, and I think I might make this tomorrow and just have it for a Sunday dinner and then cut it up and then freeze individual because it's, let me show it. It's really full and I don't know that I would feel, I mean, I could wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and saran wrap and then in tin foil. I think I'll feel more secure if I cook it. I'll have it for dinner tomorrow and then I will just cut up some individual ones and then put them in my little individual. So I'll do that. Let's top this off with some cheese and then we just have to do the breakfast sandwiches and pot pie. Guys, we're getting our freezer so stocked up. And just think of number one, the money. Number two, the health benefits. Number three, the time. I mean, it's just such a great option to have. I am going to get these covered and then I'm going to put the directions on. Let me tell you how we cook these, okay? So for the broccoli chicken casserole, you are going to, oh, I'm not done with them. Oh my gosh, you guys. So heavy cream. Yeah, we got to add the good stuff. We put half a cup of heavy cream. This is a cup, so I'm just going to divide it between the two. This is also keto friendly, my peoples. And then butter. A tablespoon of butter and just kind of put it over the top on each. Then I will cover it. So there's one for that one. Then to bake it, so you'll thaw it out in the fridge. And then you bake it 350 for an hour. And then after that, you will sprinkle a little bit more cheese over the top and then let it bake like 5 minutes till it's melted. There you have it. All right. Okay, you guys, I'm going to cover this, clean this up, and then I'll come back and we'll do the breakfast sandwiches. Welcome back, friends. So I've made an executive decision. So I'm going to put these breakfast sausages together and then I'm going to get my crust done and come back and make that pie for you. But since I have to do the crust and my vegetables are frozen and my ground beef is canned, I'm going to do the beef pot pies another day because I did so much yesterday and I really want to spend time with my grandkids this weekend. And I'm worn out. I really am. So I have to pace myself. So let's get to these breakfast sandwiches. All right. So let me see if I can bring the camera down here a bit. All right. So here's what I did. Now I just took some eggs here and I just scrambled them up with a little almond milk, salt and pepper. And as you can see, I added my green powder to it. I used my dehydrated zucchini, some of my dehydrated herbs, my dehydrated broccoli stems, whatever vegetables I have left over, I dehydrate them, then I ground them into Z powder so it's extra nutrition. And that's a lot of times how I sneak veggies in. I don't really have kids, but it's a good way if you do and they don't like veggies, you can sneak some extra nutrition in. All I'm gonna do, and so I just bake these. I bake them in the oven so I didn't have to sit over. These were baking while I was putting the other meals together. So I'm just gonna take a slice here and I'm going to put, you can butter yours. I'm not going to butter mine because I have bacon on there and I am good with that. So, and then this is my bacon that I have, and then I have provolone cheese. So you can use whatever cheese you want. And then I'm just going to wrap it up like this. Obviously I know what it is, but I'll just put a breakfast sandwich. And then I'm just going to continue doing that. And when I get done with them, I'm just going to put them in a freezer bag just to keep them extra. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for these breakfast sandwiches. And then, my gosh, you guys, it's so much cheaper than going to one of those fast food places, and you can just pull them right out of the freezer and your toaster oven them, and there you are, ready to go. Delish. Okay? So another super easy way to have a quick and healthy meal at home. Look at all this fried rice. I got 1, 2, 3, and then this one I'm going to put in the fridge for my meals this week. This I am, because it's so overstuffed, I'm going to cook it and then break it up. Another one of the chicken broccoli casserole. I wrapped it so many times in saran wrap. It has another tinfoil layer cover that came with, and then I'm going to stick that one in the freezer. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 family size meals. It's going to be so many meals for me, you guys, but just that easy. And then all these breakfast sandwiches, there'll be 12 breakfast sandwiches here. And you can easily double these. I just did this. Actually, I only used 10 eggs, but you can easily just do 2 dozen eggs and get 2 packages of these. So there you have it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and be blessed.